further ado, let's go to this matchup. Take it away, Leaf and Lawler.
Thank you, Axel Sauce. We are down on the field, and this is a match I've been looking forward to. As soon as I saw that schedule, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good one. Supersonic Avengers and Dem Girlz, going to be great.
Yeah, I expect a battle out of this. And I like how James actually brought it up. Despite them being on DFH with Doomsy and saying that we have troubles against Dem Girlz, he still gives it a 3-2 because it shows how strong both these teams are.
Yeah. I mean, like, Supersonic, again, we missed them in the last qualifier, but I think they have a lot to prove. They have a lot. We need some points here, guys. We got to get some points. They're probably shooting for the top right now. They need it. So, I mean, I'm thinking it's very, very close.
Yeah, I expect that to be soon. You saw both of them just getting a 5-0 in the standings, and that's going to help it tremendously. But now that they're both doing that, it's really going to come down to between these two teams who comes out ahead in each one. All games definitely matter, but especially for these two, for the heck that Supersonic Avengers needs to get up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be close. Now, do you agree with those predictions from the desk, or do you think it's going to go one-sided?
Yeah, Dem Girlz is just tried and true. Like, they just keep showing up. They've been contesting Flipside so well for that number 1, number 2. So I expect them to do that, but you just don't know.
Well, we're going to get into game number 1 of Supersonic Avengers, Dem Girlz. This is going to be a great one, guys. Buckle up, because this is going to be fast already off the bat. Looks like Dem Girlz trying to get a play started up. They want that early goal, but Supersonic contesting that at midfield, trying to set up a play of their own, already making a push back into that orange end. ELMP, the last one to take the shot. Maestro off the backboard. We know Dem Girlz love those backboard passes.
Yeah, you got to be careful with how quick they get up into the air, but don't count out the Supersonic Avengers team. They're just as equally matched when it comes to that, but their ground game, in my opinion, is going to lean a little bit more towards this Supersonic Avengers team.
Snasky on the wall gets beaten out there by Dem Girlz. ELMP tries to take that away cheekily is what I was trying to say, and just gets a little rollout. Teammates couldn't capitalize too much, but now finally they make a push. ELMP off the backboard. Remco, good touch, very good clear off that backboard to the midfield, but Doomsy contesting that one. Keeps that in the corner. Snasky trying to get a corner touch, the pass out, and there's a touch from ELMP. Couldn't quite finish that on target as Remco challenged him up in the air. Now Greasy making a move out. Maestro to take a shot on net, but Snasky, nice easy toss to the side as his team recuperates, and they make a push back towards the orange end.
Good hustle on both sides, and you see Doomsy playing the entire field, showing why he's such an important player in this team. He goes up for demo. Oh my gosh, I almost sneaked by. Yeah, he goes up for demos like after his first touch up top. He goes and tries to get a demo on goalie and leave the net open, but then immediately hustles back. You can even hear the wheels making that noise of him power sliding into the net.
There's a long shot across. Remco's going to pick it up and put it on net. We'll see if pressure can come out from Dem Girlz. Good boost steal from Maestro. The pass nicely out to Greasy. Greasy's going to set that one down, though, and maybe get a second pass out to his teammate, but stolen away is ELMP, but Remco tried to put that one in, capitalizing on that drop.
Good credit going to Greasy there as well. He recognizes that there was 2 people in net. Why even? Oh, no!
Okay! That was a dangerous spot for the ball to be in. A little bit of a pass out there. It goes in.
Yeah, just like I was saying. So Greasy originally had that shot opportunity when he settled it, but instead he brought it up to the wall and played it back in, keeping and maintaining the pressure that they have on this offensive pressure. And then they decide, okay, you know what? Let's take another chance and put it back in, and that's what allowed that goal to happen.
It was actually a Supersonic Avenger that put that one in themselves, but I mean, not much you can do. Another shot. Wow, the placement on that, just barely keeping that one out was SA. We'll see if they can retaliate with a goal of their own. A little bit weak on the formation there as that ball goes back into their own ends. Maestro off the backboard, a shot coming out from Greasy, but super, super wide on that. We'll see if they can just keep possession, or if SA is going to be able to make a move, keeping that away. Maestro now picks it up. Snasky taking that away from him. A demo on Snasky is going to allow Remco and co to move in and get a play start of their own. Greasy with the back pass, stopped out at midfield. Doomsy way deep getting that boost. Going to leave his teammates having to fight back. Keep that at midfield. Finally, he makes it back. No play developing for Dem Girlz yet.
The big difference you're going to see out of some of these top-level teams is that the way that they pass and the way that they play, they don't always go for the direct approach.
Remco.
But Remco going with a direct approach right there. Look at him get up for this. Pass coming out, played off the backboard, like we say, using that corner hit and getting up first and putting that in the back of the net. That Ariel was trying to contest it. It just got right around him.
That was such a good read on that corner bounce. Sometimes those can be tricky. There's a couple angles they come out at and nailed it into the net to put them up 2-0, 2 minutes left. And Dem Girlz is up just by 2 goals, Supersonic Avengers can still come away with this. Both these teams walked away with a 5-0 actually earlier, so we know that they have very close skills. But Greasy with another shot off the crossbar, and these guys are starting to put it to SA.
Man, you look at the rotations coming out. Maestro's going to get the touch over 2 players. Right behind him, another player, Greasy, waiting for it, and puts it in. Even if Greasy would have missed that and would have bounced out, they had yet another player behind that ready to put it in yet again. And that cycle just keeps happening, and it's what makes this Dem Girlz team so dangerous.
They're so strong on the offense and so quick to the air. Remco has to get a good touch on that. Could have been bad, but that's what's putting them ahead. 3-0 now, minute 40 left. 3 goals SA now has to recuperate if they want to tie this one up. A shot almost from Maestro. He puts out the backboard again. The intentional pass.
Oh my
and Remco
goodness.
to finish it. Look at that backboard pass.
Ball coming up. Greasy gets it off the wall here. But Maestro recognizing, hey, there's some defense away. Let's put it up again and leave our 3rd man back to come in and take this shot. And such good awareness.
He stole 2 defenders out of the net by that, just splitting them apart with that second backboard pass.
That's the beauty that you have when you have a teammate that you trust. So even though the shot wasn't there, he's like, you know what, we could probably beat another one here. And using that to their advantage, that's something that a veteran team will do, and it's very dangerous and really tough to play defense against.
Greasy stealing that away to at least keep a little bit of possession. Challenging that himself. Actually sets up his teammate Maestro off the backboard. And Remco with another shot. That's going to go a little bit wide. Doomsy takes it away. ELMP to support. We'll see if they can move that up the field if he can get a good enough control. But Maestro takes that off the top of him. And they're Snasky and ELMP with a bit of a pinch. That's going to go off the backboard. Remco sends it right back to midfield. Snasky off the corner leaves that out for Greasy. Now Greasy puts that on target. Maestro waiting for a drop here, but Doomsy puts it the other way. Greasy just going to get boost and leaving Remco back. Remco does connect with it, and that's out in front of the net. Maestro just tries to keep it there. And now that's a bump on Maestro from Remco. Almost a bad situation as Doomsy tries to capitalize on that open net there.
Good job at Doomsy recognizing that there was an open net, but probably should have played it a little bit slower. Oh my gosh, that's like good defense rotation coming out from ELMP.
Now we'll see if Greasy, now way under that one, ELMP gets a connect on that, but Remco, one guy to beat. Doomsy sends it up to ELMP. He's ready for a shot there, but Greasy taking him completely out of the equation. That ball rolls right back down into Supersonic Avengers, and Maestro trying to at least just drop that into the slot, but he can't quite connect with that. Now Doomsy up for a shot on target. Doomsy, nice shot.
That's why they are able to get those 5-0s. This ball going up way high for ELMP, and Doomsy with zero hesitation gets up and plays it in the opposite direction to put it into the net. Just got to be a little bit of a momentum swing. Obviously very tough to come back with 14 seconds left, looking forward into the next game. What do you think they need to do to get back in?
Honestly, at this point, this one's over, but get into the next game, do that. Put that pressure on. I mean, they're a good team. They're a great team, and they're showing it. They're keeping up. Sure, it's a 4-1, 4-2 now, as I said that. But
good, man.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close, and I think they just have to stick to their game, get to that ball in the air, contest those backboard passes, man.
Yeah, you know what this Dem Girlz team is used to, and we even pointed out earlier, like they like to use the backboard. It's just they bait it a little bit. Like that ball hits the backboard, and they're like, okay, now it's going to drop down. We're going to save it. Just kidding. We're going to play it right back up and hit it again, and they do it so well.
We're going to see if they can get another one just to bring it a little bit close. But as you mentioned, that momentum swing and getting a couple goals at the end is going to be very good for their mentality. I mean, coming down to the end of the match, you don't want to end up with only 1 goal or 0 goals. 2 goals brings it a lot closer match for the second game if they can keep that in their mind. Hey, we did good. We played strong. Let's just win the next one.
Yeah, you look at the difference, though. Look how many shots this Dem Girlz team has. And to contest that, I mean, you see that the team for Supersonic Avengers did a good job in saving in a majority of them, but you don't want that. You should be contesting those at the midfield to keep out the pressure that they have. And that's so tough to do. I say it like as if it's easy against Dem Girlz.
It's just Dem Girlz.
Yeah, right? They only work the field almost as the best team, and it's like it's a tough challenge, but I know Supersonic Avengers has it in them. I'm curious to see if they can bounce back.
I honestly think they can. I think that 3-2 prediction from the desk is going to be very, very accurate. Right. Supersonic has a lot to prove here, as I mentioned before. They're going to come to the second one strong, and as I said, get those backboard passes away from Dem Girlz, because that's what they're known for, and that's what they're doing to Supersonic right now.
Yeah, you know Doomsy is going to be up there close. Now I just need somebody else on that team to step it up and apply some of that pressure. I mean, the first initial contest is there, but that's something that Europe does very well, is the 50-50s between the two, as I was saying earlier during the Comrade game, is they will notice a shot and they're like, you know what, I'm probably not going to win that anyway. Let me just reposition and put myself in a place where they're going to hit the ball to put it back in. That's something Dem Girlz does very, very well. Now to see if Supersonic Avengers can match it.
We're going to see in game number 2, Dem Girlz taking the first one in this series of 5. Already a shot off the backboard and the finish. Wow.
Wow, 10 seconds, and we see it here. Quick getting up by Maestro. He actually ends up working out his favor as Greasy's behind him. But Doomsy barely missing that, and just the punish coming from this Dem Girlz team. It's going to be an onslaught, man.
Man, I used to call that the Remco, but now it's just the Dem Girlz, how good they are at recorrecting themselves in the air. Absolutely incredible shot from Greasy as he follows that one through off the crossbar. Now they're going to try to set up another one, but Doomsy takes away that opportunity. Off the side, Snasky has to get this out, but flies way over that as Remco puts it deep into the Supersonic zone. ELMP trying to put it back into the Dem Girlz end. Now Snasky and ELMP set up for a passing play. Greasy intercepts that one nicely. The second touch as well. Gets that out to Maestro. Maestro going to leave that for Greasy as he has a better opportunity to get a pass out to center. Nice touch from Maestro to try to keep that moving towards the middle. But it doesn't quite go where he needed. And Greasy whiffing on that one. He's Maestro, but that pressure is nuts on that rotation from Dem Girlz.
Yeah, rotation especially like there. Playing that across the net so close to the angle that they were looking for, but it's back and forth. In the possession game, you see already starting in favor of Dem Girlz with this ball being on the side of Supersonic Avengers for so long.
Remco once again trying to keep that in the corner. Maestro just being a nuisance. There's Greasy up for the shot, but that's going to go far to the side. Maestro now has to move it back out, at least let his teammates recuperate into their end on that defensive end, and now deep into Supersonic. Once we go again, Greasy bullying his way through. That'll leave the Maestro with a pass out to himself. Can he get the touch on net? He does! The save! The save though! ELMP and Remco couldn't finish it off, and it's still only a 1-goal lead.
Wow, what a good job from Supersonic Avengers, showing that they can stay in this game. That save is so crucial, but it doesn't matter as this Dem Girlz rotation just keeps punishing them. One shot goes up. Immediately 2 players right below waiting to contest it, and Maestro looks like he's going to take it himself, but look at Remco bumping this defense out of the way to secure that goal.
He's gonna have that bump award at the end with over 100 as he's just in there playing aggressive, leaving wide open net for his teammate. 2-0. Dem Girlz sits up on Supersonic Avengers. We'll see if Supersonic can pull it back. We know that they can. Snasky out to ELMP. Now they're on the attack. We'll see if they can keep the pressure on. If Dem Girlz can break out, great pass to Maestro, but he misses that. Greasy takes a shot instead. The communication's so strong, and now they're getting another attack on, and it just goes by the last defender, Maestro, getting the touch.
Tough place to be as for ELMP. When that ball's up against the wall, you have one of 2 options. Try to rotate and hope someone behind you is going to get it, and there might have been a call coming in, but what he probably should have done is jumped into it, try to get a pinch off the wall. Dangerous no matter what, but when it's in that situation, you need to take that hit.
A little bit far out of the net, puts it into his own, but Maestro takes it. Oh, ELMP almost gets that by the last defenders. A little flick may have done it. Flick of the wrist would have done it, but a shot from Doomsy, the power shot.
Doomsy coming in strong. Ball being contested down here. You see ELMP trying to, kind of spectate it out and see if there's anything he can do, rotating back. But Snasky getting up with the help of Doomsy to put that into the back of the net. Good power on that shot of 106 kilometers.
Now we're only looking at a 2-goal deficit, and that's what we saw them end off on the last one, but they were gaining momentum at that point, and this could be the point we see Supersonic turn it around. We're just about hitting the halfway mark. It's Snasky just a little bit off on that shot, but they still have an opportunity to keep that moving forward. Touch from Maestro keeps that into their end though, but Doomsy missing the challenge. Greasy sends that forward, also getting the boost. That's going to be troublesome for Supersonic as Maestro tries to just put that in himself. Couldn't quite get it on target.
Man, while Snasky appeared out of nowhere on that one and slammed onto the ball. It was actually scary with the trapping in front of the net, but luckily he's able to push it out. But be careful with these pass plays.
Here we go.
Good job on ELMP.
Yeah, very good defense to recognize where others going. That's scary when you have a pass play like that coming at you and they have such control.
Oh man, I would not want to be in that position.
No, not at all, but they handled it well, and now they still have a chance to get 2 goals themselves. Snasky winning that one out, but gives it right over to Dem Girlz. That's an open net. That's dangerous. Maestro missing, though, off the crossbar, and no one there to finish it up on that third in. Now, once again, Snasky can get this out, just throws that deep in, trying to get a play set up for themselves, but no one to contest it, and they're going right back into their own end, a little bit hesitant on the attack. Now Doomsy has to get up for this. Someone has to support him. That's going to be off the backboard. Maestro, good touch over to Remco. They set that one up very nicely. And Snasky now going to drop down if someone's there to challenge it, but Greasy says, here, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, that ball took kind of a weird touch off the ceiling here. as we finally see Snasky starting to come in and contest these. And as that ball hits that weird angle, I don't think Greasy expected to come down that quick. Hits top of his car and goes in the back of the net.
Now we're looking at only a 1-goal differential. Dem Girlz still playing very, very strong and showing that they can have this, but Supersonic starting to creep up on them, approaching that final minute of gameplay. We'll see if Dem Girlz can extend their lead or if Supersonic can catch up, but there's a shot. Doomsy reading that soft lob, but Remco
oh my gosh, the defense.
Once again getting stopped.
Man, that ball getting punished into that net, but the defense coming up clutch for Supersonic to keep themselves in it with a minute left.
In it with a minute, and here is that minute. Here's a shot from Doomsy, a little bit soft, puts it to the side. Here's a follow-up from himself, but out to midfield. No Supersonic there, and that's going to be an open net. The threading the needle is Greasy.
Yeah, there's some real pace on that ball. Ball taking yet another ceiling bounce, and he tries to place it perfectly down. I don't know if he got a touch on that or not, but the fact that Greasy is sitting there waiting, probably taking advantage of using player cam and seeing where the indicator is for that ball and just punishing that into it, jumping right as the ball hits the ground, kind of like right above, gives it that power with that nose. Power.
Yeah, there's a shot. Doomsy just wide. They're trying still their hardest to pull this back, but Dem Girlz up 2 goals with 40 seconds left. This is going to be a very, very hard fight now for Supersonic. The bump from Maestro on Doomsy. We'll see if they can get a play started up out of their end. Supersonic getting caught once again in their own end. And now maybe break it out if ELMP can win this. But Maestro on the pressure, and this could be a goal right now for Remco as defense gets caught out of place.
Yeah, unfortunate touch for Supersonic Avengers. Doomsy tried to play that into the corner. Unfortunately, it passes back in the middle and leaves a good leave for this Dem Girlz team. Shot on net doesn't work, but the kind of the aftermath of it right in front of the net waiting for Remco.
Now there it is, a 5-2 lead, 3-goal lead for Dem Girlz with 30 seconds left. Now they're starting to come out. They're looking beautiful. When I see them on the field, they are just so strong, and watching them play, they're always a step ahead, sometimes 2, and it's incredible to see. 10 seconds left. Supersonic still trying at least to get some points on the scoreboard, but it looks like it's going to be over in game number 2 for them as Dem Girlz takes it, and I'm going to curse it here. 5, yeah, it's 6-2.
You always do it, man.
I always do it. Well, that's our job, to curse it, right?
No. Yeah, and it's tough to see, too, when you're playing defense on this Supersonic Avengers team, and you see how well that Dem Girlz plays together. You know, a lot of players would probably try to go for something that they're going to take an individual dribble, but they're always passing the ball. It's very unselfish play, and it's what makes them so good. But Supersonic Avengers has that capability as well, and you just haven't seen it yet.
No, that's absolutely right. I mean, we know it's there. We know the potential, and it has been coming out in little bursts where they are playing. I love that one. That's my favorite. They all just disappear. But it has come out in bursts, and we've seen Supersonic make some moves, but they're getting completely zoned out from taking any shots. We got 3 shots total to 16. That's nuts. That's almost approaching the record.
Right, that's tough because they are making the saves. It's just a matter of, you see the only goal really coming out from the help was Snasky and Doomsy. Doomsy came flying in for goal. The other one took a weird bounce off and hit the top of Greasy, I think it was, when it went in. And that's just not enough. You need to put more shots on net against this Dem Girlz team. Force them to rotate it out of their defense rather than them clearly taking that transition. Like the ball, as soon as it hits them on the defensive side, they find a way as a team to push it up as a group and then just punish you for it over and over again.
They've been pacing right. They've been playing to the pace. They just have not had the power behind it, and that's what they need to do. As you just said, shots on target, and that's all they got to do. They've had it close the first half of the game and just kind of fell apart at the last. Maybe they're thinking about the next game. Okay, guys, what do we got to do? Because this is the point where we could be down on points. That's not what you want. This is where a team's going to pull ahead in points, especially with both of them getting 5-0s. But game number 3, Dem Girlz up 2-0 on Supersonic Avengers in game number 3. We'll see who can get the first goal between these two teams.
Yeah, only one man back. Careful.
Oh, Greasy.
Man, they are such high flyers in this game. Dem Girlz, like, using that backboard to full advantage. But when that pinch works in the middle, like, I expect to see somebody up, and they try to send 2, just not quick enough. And Greasy, yet again, being up there. Like, this guy is so good.
The whole thing, they're all good, but like, he's just been showing up. That is for sure. Maestro off the wall, putting that already off potentially the backboarder in net. Snasky had to make a quick move on that one. That was very dangerous. Remco and Maestro, very good communication on who should take that one. Very, very good communication. We'll see, though, if they can keep a play coming out of that. They can't. They sit at midfield. Finally, Remco gets control to Maestro. Maestro puts that to the far side. See, trying to get that boost, but Greasy follow in. ELMP finally getting a clear out for Supersonic Avengers.
Yeah, I want to see Supersonic Avengers actually play a little bit more aggressive and take it to them. Like, they may give up some big clears and not cause a goal for it, but I think the pressure is what they really need to do. This Dem Girlz team is just out-rotating with the pressure, especially when you see like Greasy flying in like he has been. They need to get up. Like,
oh, that's a shot from Remco to the far side. Maestro couldn't finish it, though.
Like, why was there 2 people in net on that? I'm not completely sure. I feel someone needs to just get up and get in the way because they're allowing all this free form to come through.
Good touch from Snasky, but no one to follow it up. Doomsy may have been wanting to be there to push that out. Now they're stuck once again in an awkward situation in front of the net. Remco to finish it off the crossbar, just a little bit too high. And there's Snasky waiting for that third shot from Maestro.
I'm honestly surprised that wasn't a goal because you see that so many times from Dem Girlz where that little extra pass up top is perfect for Remco, but not able to put it in. Now it's a matter of playing some defense, but expect them to push it out right away.
There's a good touch from Remco to keep that from going in front of the net. You see Greasy waiting, just waiting as Maestro also backs up. There's a good touch from him and a good play. They already tried to set up there. As I said, a step ahead of the game. We saw Flipside also doing that, but now Dem Girlz showing why they're going to try to run away with a very convincing lead on this one, but only 1 goal up. Supersonic has a chance. We'll see if it turns into game number 2 or if it's going to be a very close one. 3 minutes left. That's going to go in front of Supersonic's nets with Maestro with a shot. What a save from ELMP, and they keep it out. It's on the line. No! Wow, that was super close.
Man, they had a chance to save that one, but such a tough situation. Maestro puts a shot on net and that clutch save by ELMP, but then you see Doomsy trying to get behind it and clear it out, ends up bouncing it back in. Unfortunate touch, but still good effort.
Very, very desperate saves were made. Very close, good attempt, but that went in, putting Dem Girlz up 2-0. Approaching that halfway mark. Greasy off the corner, out to Maestro. Good awareness of where that's going to go. Greasy stealing that away. Up to Maestro. Maestro can get a shot here. Oh, ELMP, what a very, very good read on that shot.
Yeah, very good follow coming up from him to keep that ball out of the way. Otherwise, expected a ball placed right in the front of the net. Definitely not where Supersonic Avengers want that ball to be.
Back down into Dem Girlz zone, but Remco way up on the wall, knows where that's going to be. Good touches all together from Dem Girlz off the backboard. Greasy is ready for this one. A little bit short of that, but the follow-up from Remco off the backboard. Can a third be in to challenge that? They're going to leave that for ELMP as Doomsy falls up. The demo from Doomsy. Greasy, though, with the back shot just barely wide of that, but that's still going, and no one touches it. That was from a long time ago.
What a bunch of nice dudes. Like, just leaving that for Maestro. Maestro plays it up super high, and I expected him to come in and get that shot, but they just leave it, and then he's like, nah, no, you can have it.
They felt bad because of that demo. Like, hey, you got demoed, we'll give you a goal.
I don't think it works like that, but we'll pretend.
3-0 now for Dem Girlz. See if Supersonic can pull back, but Dem Girlz looking so on right now.
Like, you see how fast they turn around from that. Like, that ball gets put back, and they immediately power slide back into position and then just move up as a striking force. And they're so punishing with it, but I'm glad to see Supersonic. They're really starting to put some pressure and put some shots on net. It's just a matter of there needs to be somebody right there to come in and take a hit on that.
A lot of shots coming out from Dem Girlz. Seeing a little bit more we saw from last time from Supersonic, and they're getting very close, and there's one from ELMP, but 2 defenders stop that easy. Remco already up, and you see Dem Girlz going up for these balls in any situation. They're there to challenge it. Doomsy over to Snasky. Snasky, the redirect. ELMP puts that the wrong way, but at least they can maybe contest this and keep it in Dem Girlz zone, but that carried right over top of ELMP. Now Snasky has to make a move to get that out in front. Loosens that to Greasy. Maestro and Greasy maybe going to get a play started up here. That's already off the backboard. There's the waiting. Greasy stuffed out by ELMP. Now they got to make a move with Greasy back. Only 2 defenders. This is their opportunity, but they give away ball possession. Remco drops to Maestro. Maestro up very quick once again. Snasky out of the play. Doomsy with the shot, and there it is. Only 2 goals down in the final minute of gameplay.
So far, every single intentional goal from Supersonic Avengers has been on plays like this. One of their players gets the first touch, and then there's another player waiting shortly after for it. Other than that, Dem Girlz has always beat them to the ball. All they need to do is get that second touch. I think that's enough to push them over, and they just haven't done it consistently.
See if they can get another goal early on. They have to do this if they want enough time to get that 3rd goal, but Greasy trying to take that opportunity away from them. There's a shot, potentially ELMP. Very good read to get that stop. Now they need to move it out, though. See if they can get that off the wall. 30 seconds left. Maestro Moving up on that one, loses on the touch. Doomsy to push forward, but a little bit too late on that. Leaves it for Greasy. Maestro back to the center. Greasy to challenge, but that's on target. Remco already waiting way back there to put it right back into Supersonic's end. 16 seconds left. Ugh.
Yeah, well placed inside. These guys need to show up, but these sets and these placements are insane from Dem Girlz. Just not able to put it in the back of the net on that one. But Supersonic Avengers, they're starting to look a little bit cleaner. It's just they're getting outpaced so much by this Dem Girlz team. I would be scared watching this game from afar.
Yeah.
For the other teams, like I'm good. Like
we'll stay away from this. Yeah, this is tough. Once again, I still love that. The Supersonic Avengers are getting some opportunities. There are opportunities where they can score, but unfortunately, I've seen way more whiffs than I'd like to see. You see them just going for these really fine touches to get the ball at really great angles and just grazing by the ball and not getting the touches they need. And I feel like that's what they need to start recuperating on. Yeah,
they're playing a little bit too much defense for my liking, to where you see Dem Girlz is controlling the pace in every form of this game. And the couple times that they don't, that's when Supersonic Avengers has been scoring, where they're controlling where the ball's going to go rather than waiting for it to happen and then trying to match it. They need to be the ones that force Dem Girlz to match them, and they just haven't done that yet, other than those 2 goals that they had that were with intent.
Just a little bit too late to some of those 50-50s, and they're getting stuck in their own end. 100 million shots coming out from Dem Girlz. And that's tough to deal with if you're trying to break out of your own end and you're just constant pressure on you. Right. How are you supposed to get out?
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating, too, to be back and having to save it over and over again. But you see the capability for this team. It's just a matter of putting it into purpose. Like, they have the right idea where they break it down and they're starting to contest, and you see slight glimpses of it. It's just they need to do it more consistently. They need to make sure that Dem Girlz is starting to have to rush to things because they look just so calm and collected right now. They need to break that.
So, as you mentioned, now we're coming into game 4. Dem Girlz up 3-0 in the series. Supersonic trying to get at least 2 points out of this series, and they need to do that if they want to stay slightly relevant. This is a very tough thing for them on the leaderboards. Everyone fighting to keep them out of making it to the live finals. And they need to get as many points as possible. Come into game at number 4, 30 seconds in, both teams trying to make a move. No goal scored yet, which makes sense, but Remco trying to finally set up a play for his team to get an early goal. We'll see if they can do that. Off the backboard, Snasky putting that in a weird spot, does keep control of it, needs to follow that up. He does, and wins it. Very good control from Snasky, but can he get a play start up for his team? Can't quite get on the ball, out of boost. Remco takes that away, but that's in front of the net. That's dangerous. ELMP does get control of that. Greasy takes it back, but ELMP with a good chip. Someone needs to follow, but up there is Maestro to keep that away from going off the backboard in an unfavorable position. Snasky missing that, leaves it for Doomsy. As they are making a push, sitting around midfield, doing a very good job of keeping some pressure on, and almost a shot from ELMP off that backboard, doing much better than we've seen in other games.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic things coming out from ELMP there. I'd expect him to dribble that touch, but he put it right back on the net. Luckily, he got that chip back in. But Greasy just showing why you can't take a direct approach anymore on these guys. You need to have a team play to bring it out, and so far they just haven't done that. But they are showing sights of it. Like, when they work as a unit, it's very tough to beat them.
They are on the attack, and they're keeping Dem Girlz on their heels. Good demo from Snasky, almost allowing Doomsy to move forward, but Maestro, pushes forward and finally gets out of their own end. And there's a shot, no, from Greasy. Supersonic putting in the work, but finally, one shot is all that Dem Girlz needs.
Right, and it was a good job. Like, he waited patiently to put it back up, but putting it in the middle when he's got 2 players back on defense just sitting and waiting for it, that's an easy shot for Greasy.
Defense.
Yeah.
They were nowhere in net.
Nice air quotes, man.
Now, we'll see, though, if they can pull it back. They've been doing a good start, very good start, but it's so hard. Even when they were putting the pressure on, they were getting stopped out from every shot. Nothing dropping in the slot. And it's so hard playing against Dem Girlz because even when you're on the attack with the drop here, can someone follow it up? That could be a scoring opportunity.
Oh my gosh.
But Remco just keeping that one out. ELMP trying to keep that play alive. We'll see if they can get another scoring opportunity here. Someone needs to touch this. Snasky, a little bit of a weird spot. Can't follow it up. Greasy with an easy push to the side. Does chase that one down now. Maestro with a good touch and a good clear. He's going to try to follow this up. ELMP, the last one back, needs to push this one out. No one getting control of that except Supersonic. Finally keeping that attack from going anywhere close to their net. But on the attack now is Dem Girlz. And now they have to move back to defense as Supersonic putting on, as I said before, some good pressure and starting to show up in game number 4.
Yeah, when that ball was up and then they hit it back down, and you saw Doomsy trying to rotate back in, Those are the glimpses that I'm talking about. But then as soon as that ball was up in the air, ELMP just sat below it and watched. Like, rotate back out and have your teammate come in for a hit. And even if he misses it, at least you're back there to push it back in at the midfield. And they're just sitting there kind of watching. And those are the glimpses that I wish they would really take into consideration, because with those touches, someone should be here waiting for it. And ELMP is rotating back, trying to get a good windup on it, but he puts it into where no one is. Maybe dribble it a little bit. Take some time with it, man.
Snasky, ELMP trying to go back to Snasky. Doomsy with the shot.
That shot.
There's the cleanup that they needed to tie this game up 1-1. 2 minutes left.
Now, despite me picking them apart, kind of being mean, look how well they're spreading out on the field. Doomsy waiting for that initial touch. It takes a soft touch, and then he's there to follow it up again. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say, is that first one may not do it, but the second guy needs to be there to do so. And that's how they've scored every single goal.
And they've just been showing up. Maybe this is one of their favorite maps, and they're like, hey guys, we finally do it. That background track is sick. Let's go. Getting pumped up. They're finally pacing up to Dem Girlz. We'll see if they can keep the pressure on here, but Maestro, good control. Pushes that to the side, leaving that for Remco, just getting some boost, just in case, getting a jump up. But Remco gets left open to a shot by Supersonic, but they couldn't follow through and capitalize on that. Translate to a goal, but now they're going to try again as Maestro up in the air. Remco and Greasy ready to set up a play, getting that past ELMP. This could be the opportunity they need. Remco going to follow it himself. There could be a third up for the air to challenge this, but ELMP is going to have the opportunity to push that back down himself. That's going to be out front. A shot could come out from Supersonic. Way wide. Doomsy just tries to keep possession of it. A back pass going a little bit too hard off that corner. Puts it out of reach of his teammates. ELMP finally getting back on the ball there. Remco to the side. We see Doomsy trying to roll that around the wall, but Greasy already meeting that one friendly up on the wall. As Dem Girlz just keeping off the attack from Supersonic, trying to find that one opportunity to break out and get a goal to win this one in game number 4. We'll see if they can do that now with 30 seconds remaining, or Supersonic can get a shot off here. Maestro just keeps that to the side.
Yeah, they're in a really good position now with 20 seconds left.
Oh, that's on target though. Remco, good push to the side.
Yeah, with 18 seconds left now, I mean, they're in a good position. I mean, being tied, this is a chance for them to secure some of these points. And so far, they've been doing a good job on offense. This ball is being contested at the middle now and being put back in. It's just a matter of finally putting it on net, and they've been getting so close. But Dem Girlz defense starting to step up as well.
And this could be a shot on net, Maestro!
Goodness.
The 0-second goal. I saw that developing. I'm like, there's no way. Greasy to Maestro to win it at 0 seconds.
Man, you see that ball played up on the wall, and I thought he was going to try to carry it up and then use that backboard. But for him to just quickly take a shot and give it a chance, Dem Girlz, what are you doing? Like, Jesus.
And I don't know. It's like almost as if Supersonic's like, all right, guys, it's overtime. Let's get our mind into this next kickoff. But you can't give up. 0 seconds does not mean the game is over. And Dem Girlz just showed that to Supersonic Avengers and winning that one. 0 seconds.
Okay, now look at the difference between this game and how close it was. 5 shots, 3 shots, 2 shots. Completely flipping what they've been doing. They only had 3 saves, while in the past they've had like 10 plus. They're completely changing, and that's why that game was able to stay so close. If they can keep that up and put some of those shots on net, it's forcing Dem Girlz to play a little bit on their back foot. And that's something that Dem Girlz has been doing the entire beginning of this series. Obviously, that last goal by Maestro, credit to him. That was a beautiful shot. But other than that, like, that was an ideal series. They had the chance to take it.
To me, Dem Girlz is coming out, at least today, looking as a stronger team, and Supersonic is it's a hard fight. You saw it, even when they were putting the pressure on, they were attacking. Almost look at the shots, absolutely insane. They were putting the pressure on the whole time and attacking, but even then, they were getting stopped out from getting any goals into the net, and look how close it was. They are going to have to fight very, very hard in this last one to even get a point. It's not going to be easy for Supersonic Avengers.
Hey, now's the time to do it. You have a chance to get another point, especially against these top 2 teams. Now's when it matters the most.
We're going to jump into the game as we go on to kickoff. Game number 5 with the Dem Girlz looking to take the 5-0. Another 5-0 for them. Supersonic Avengers just trying to get a point. And it looks like to be an uphill battle for them. A shot already from Maestro on target.
Oh my goodness, Remco.
And the early goal.
Man, Remco, you're such a nuisance here. Like, ball going up, takes a bounce out, follows it up, and hits Snasky out of the way. He's like, yeah, nope, that's a goal.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Such, like, making the opportunity like extend after the play, noticing like, okay, where can I be, what can I do to further my advantage, and doing everything he can to secure it.
We're gonna see early goal on for Dem Girlz. Only 10 seconds into the match. See if Supersonic can retaliate on that one quick and answer that first goal. They're trying to right now. Good pass up. Doomsy needs to read this right before Greasy gets a touch. Takes out Greasy, but Greasy does win out on that 50-50. Maestro, good touch out to the front. ELMP is going to have to chip that one down. He does. Greasy right back to midfield, though. Now Doomsy needs to make the challenge, and they're starting to connect in the air. Getting some ping pong going on as both teams try to feel each other out. Get an attack going on. Once again, the ping pong shot. Snasky can get the redirect.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, what a redirect.
The difference, and I was actually trying to count the touches between both teams there, and within every touch, there was within two. One of the other players hit it, but when he passed it back on that, they got 3 touches in a row and it led to a goal.
Absolutely incredible goal from Supersonic. I want to see that Supersonic for the rest of the game. That was great. They made the touch they need to. Coming from the other side of the ball. There's Snasky tying it up in the first minute of gameplay. We'll see if they can carry on that momentum. Another shot from Snasky to the far side where Remco was waiting. So no goal is going to come out of that one. There still could be a scoring opportunity, but there is a Dem Girlz defender to put it back to midfield. Snasky picking that one up off the ground. He's feeling this now. He's trying to move forward. ELMP, see if he can get a good touch on that. Loses that one. But Doomsy to follow it up as Dem Girlz is going to have to make a push out. Maestro missing that, but Greasy supporting him back to midfield. Good pressure from Supersonic to keep that from going into their own end, preventing a play from starting. They're going to have to get a good touch here. Doomsy, very good clear back to midfield. May allow his team to break out. Finally, ELMP gets it in midfield, needs to win this, but loses it to Maestro. That's going to go off the backboard. Snasky just trying to get a clear, any clear they can get to move into Dem Girlz' end.
Yeah, talk about how they need to contest at midfield, and that's exactly what brings this back and forth action. Now if they can, either team can translate it into possession. So the ball gets hit to mid, put back in, hit to mid, put back in. Eventually we got a longer clear, now you need somebody to follow it up. So they're putting in the effort, it's just a matter of being able to capitalize on it, and so far, it's actually in favor of Supersonic Avengers.
Snasky got a little ambitious with that one hit near mid there, but he missed it. Hoping to get another one of those beautiful goals he got just before. We'll see this roll up. This could be a good opportunity, but Remco's probably going to get the touch. There's a touch from ELMP, the pass out front. Snasky was ready for that, but a little bit too late. Doomsy going to try to angle this one into the net. That's on target.
Oh,
Remco
wow.
just getting a nose on that to keep it out.
Doomsy getting up way high for that and able to take a perfect touch inside, and they're going to get it.
Snasky with the second goal.
We talk about possession control, and look at this pressure coming out. So that pass, even though it's cleared out pretty well, Snasky already waiting for it and puts it back in. Even better that's on net, and Doomsy not hitting that. I thought he was actually going to block that, but he's rotating out to deny boost. So they're trying to cover every aspect of this Dem Girlz side.
I said it at the beginning, this is the Supersonic I wanted to see. They're getting those fine touches, putting the ball on target. ELMP, can he get this pass? Oh my goodness, no one to follow it up though. Remco almost putting it in his own net. Very, very close opportunity for Supersonic to extend their lead to 3-1. They're still trying right now. That's going to go off the backboard. Can somebody there pressure it? That's an open net if someone get on it. Way too wide. ELMP almost. Snasky trying to put this up. Again, the wall. Doomsy trying to contest, but they lose out Maestro. That goes off Snasky towards the net. ELMP just keeping that out. We'll see if Doomsy can get away. Remco keeping the pressure on. That's going to be in Supersonic's end, but they are going to try to break out early, trying to go to the far side. Smart play, but Maestro reads that one. Greasy couldn't get the touch he needed. That's going back towards the net, and that's almost going to go in, but a little bit too low. Remco with an easy toss right back down into Supersonic's end.
Yeah, you see it back and forth, and this Supersonic Avengers team is starting to wake up and really fight this battle in the mid-game, and they're winning it so well, but don't expect Dem Girlz to fall shy anytime soon. You know they're going to have something to respond with.
Snasky getting that one past Remco, trying to set up another play, wins out the 50-50. That's going in front of the net. ELMP tries to get a piece of that, but Greasy just gets in his way enough. Now Greasy trying to keep that up so his team can recuperate. Smart play, get boosted up, and now he's going to follow it up himself as ELMP missed that off the wall. Doomsy missed that as well, but Snasky, good touch from him. Snasky is just going in, see if he can get a play start up. Good pass out front, but Doomsy was there to challenge it. Unfortunately for him, Dem Girlz defender was there first, as they are trying to get another play, doing a very, very good job of getting this ball towards the net and getting some plays developing. Supersonic trying to hold onto this lead. Final minute of gameplay. We're going to hopefully, from Dem Girlz, see some very, very aggressive play from them to tie this one up if they don't want to lose that last point and get the 5-0. But that's going to be off the backboard. Snasky is up for that. Just a little bit short as Remco gets a touch. Back out in front of the net. Snasky just trying to keep control of that. Still in. We'll see if Doomsy can pull up on this. That shot's on target, but Maestro in a good spot to keep that out.
Yeah, really tough decision based on what he wants to do there. Obviously taking it and playing it in the middle of
off
the team.
The backboard, is that an open net shot? No, no one there can contest.
Yeah, playing it to their teammates really well here. You see Supersonic starting to come alive, and with 2 players up, Maestro being smart, we actually call that the Gibbs save, where you sit way back in net so you can get some momentum to come up and hit that out.
Greasy off the wall to Maestro, the shot on net. Oh no, just a little bit wide. Oh no! Too close. They couldn't do it, and they're just trying. 7 seconds left. Can they do it? They're on the attack. Doomsy steals that one away. 2 posts. How unfortunate for them, but that shot on target. Oh my goodness, Snasky. What a clutch save to keep them a point. And finally, Supersonic Avengers takes a point off of Dem Girlz. Oh my goodness, what a final game.
What a redeeming game for the Supersonic Avengers team, showing us what they are truly capable of. And I'm sorry it took them that many games to come in and show it, but once they got the hang of it, you saw they were totally on the upswing. Who knows where that could have gone if they had to play again. But back and forth between this team, Supersonic Avengers showing they deserve to be here. Just a little bit too late.
I mean, and that, as I said it twice now, I'm going to say it for the third time, that is the Supersonic I know, and we all know to see. Right. And it's unfortunate, as you mentioned, that it showed up a little bit too late in the series, so they lose that one 4-1. I mean, they still won a point, so they can pull away with that. At least they got a point off of it. I love that last game. That was absolutely great. And hopefully we'll see them do great in the rest of the series, stay at the top. As we mentioned, Supersonic has to do really good. But we're going to toss it back to Desk and see what they thought about that. Axel Toss, do you think that'd be that close?
I defer to you guys as far as Supersonic Avengers. Like, the beginning, it didn't seem like anything was going to happen, but they came through. It looks like they figured some stuff out, made it a lot closer. Like the first 2 games, like the first game was 13-3 in favor of Dem Girlz as far as the shots are concerned. I feel like Dem Girlz really proving why they're considered one of the best out there, bar none. Absolutely amazing play. But then it was nice to see Supersonic Avengers kind of come back and play closer games. I gotta say though, that's gotta be one of the hardest fought points we've seen so far in RLCS.
Absolutely. Dem Girlz was just too good. They are so quick to the ball, and Supersonic Avengers really struggles with teams that just throw everything towards the ball, and we saw just Dem Girlz dominate the whole way through. Even that Game 4, that 0-second goal from Maestro, we almost saw another one in Game 5, but yeah, Dem Girlz looked fantastic.
What's really cool about that team is they're very clinical, they're very simple. You don't see any crazy freestyles out of them, they're not orienting their cars in wild ways. They're taking the hit they need. They're getting the most ridiculous angles, like that 0-second goal. That angle was insane. No one on Supersonic Avengers was prepared for that shot. Their passes off the backboard, their reads, they're just so clinical, and and they're fast. So it's so hard to counter them.
Excellent plays all around. Let's take a look at the highlights from that series to see what you guys were talking about there.
Yeah, Remco, again, off the backboard is the Dem Girlz specialty, and you saw him off that pass just going for it and getting that goal.
He gets so high for them as well. There's no hesitation. He knows exactly where it's going to be, exactly when he shows up for it.
Yeah, but then Snasky actually came up huge on the defensive side of the ball. You see that save right there. It did eventually, I believe, lead to a goal, but Snasky in multiple games coming up big on defense.
He had quite a lot of saves just in general, but the problem was a lot of times they put themselves out of position to have to make that save. As risky as some of these saves were, a lot of times very shortly after, we'd see them concede a goal to Dem Girlz.
Yeah, but then again, Snasky, Doomsy coming up, and Doomsy and Snasky paired up really well to get these goals. But there's that game winner that you saw, that 0-second goal from Maestro, just heartbreaking loss for Supersonic Avengers.
And that redirect, that redirect from Snasky.
Oh man,
they finally did start to show up towards the end. We could tell that they gathered themselves a little more. They were finally able to deal with it, and this heartbreaking attempt.
Well, Supersonic, they sure had to fight for it, but Snasky, just the brick wall. Look at that, just getting up to get that touch, keeping Supersonic Avengers alive and able to get 1 point. Again, they're not playing against Dem Girlz. They're not trying to beat Dem Girlz. What they're trying to do is, over the course of these 2 weekends, to make the top 4. So that they can get into the online final. So the fact that they were able to rebound and get that final point is huge, because every single point, especially with EU in that top 4, is going to be really critical. And they have flip side tactics later today, Supersonic Avengers. So they're going to have to really bring their A game and get every single point possible.
And on the other side of the spectrum, Dem Girlz now in a very good place. They came second place, Qualifier 1. They now have 9 points under their belt after these 2 series. They started with a 5-0, now a 4-1. They're sitting pretty right now.
And one last thing before we get to the break, double the shots. Dem Girlz had double the shots of Supersonic Avengers, and also Maestro single-handedly had the same amount of goals as the entire Supersonic Avengers team. Maestro scored 8, and then 8 were scored by Supersonic Avengers, 4 on behalf of Doomsy, and then 4 on Snasky. ELMP was a little bit missing in that series, but Dem Girlz, And flip side, that series is going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be awesome.
Fortunately, we have to wait a week to see that one, but that'll be in the lineup next Sunday, 9 a.m. early in the morning. But still plenty of matches coming your way here at the Rocket League Championship Series. Up next, we have the Flying Dutchman versus Aeriality, both of which we saw earlier in the day, so we will see some familiar faces. Guys, stay tuned. Still awesome Rocket League action coming your way. We'll be right back.